Samsung has come a long way when it comes to their Galaxy line from their laggy past, and these days a Galaxy smartphone is ultra competitive and for some the best on the market. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why Samsung is for you. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Here's why Samsung Galaxy is for you. If you resonate with any of these opinions that I mention here in this video, definitely you should consider going to a Samsung if you don't have one already. And if you do, then stay put, because this definitely might be the phone for you. Let's address quickly the hater in the comments gonna say, oh, this guy was paid by Samsung. This guy was paid. I'm not watching the Samsung fanboy today. Listen, if I was paid by Samsung, I would straight up just write in the description below where you're watching this video, this full disclosure. This video was a paid placement by Samsung, but this one wasn't. This is just my opinion as a buyer, as a user, just like you, of Samsung products. Let's get on with number one, and that's gonna be that you have multiple different options that are not only different looking, they're also unique in the user experience. Now, yes, they all have one UI, so they're not super unique there, but where they're very unique is, like, for example, here with the S10e, you have a flat display, or you can go up to a phone like the Galaxy Note 9 and get a pen inside your phone right here. In addition, if you wait for the Note 10, that'll also give you a pen as well. So it's just the diversity of options here on the Samsung platform tends to make me think that if a user really wants to choose something based on their personal preference, Samsung has many different options for you. And while, its direct competitor, Apple has plenty of options as well, it seems like it's just iOS across different size phones. And if you go over here to the Galaxy S10 Plus, what you get is a beautifully large, pretty much all screen display here, triple camera. It's just the configurations are so different amongst each that, they have a phone basically to fit any type of need. So if you're looking for diversity, you're looking for something that might fit your need particularly, I'm sure Samsung's got a phone for you. Okay guys, so if you're the type of person who likes advanced features, then Samsung phones, the Galaxy phones, are for you. Now, Samsung in particular has always done this, and they've done it so much that in fact they had to actually slim down the features because customers just thought it was too much going on here for these phones, just bogging down the system. But still to this day, even on the latest and greatest, you can find these features. Here's a party trick right here, wireless power share. Let's place the Samsung phone down. Hey bud, do you need a charge? I don't have a battery pack. I don't have nowhere to charge my S10e. Go ahead and place it on my S10 Plus. And boom, there it goes. My S10e is now charging on your S10 Plus. So that's basically one of them right there. And then you could go ahead and do things like scan your fingerprint under the display. So Samsung is always bringing, these features that really kind of just wow people who are into advanced features. You can swipe to take a screenshot. You used to be able to scroll through the browser with your eyeballs. I mean, there's just always these little advanced features. And if you're the type of person who likes advanced tech features, Samsung phones are for you. So a new guy or gal gets a new phone, and it's a new flashy smartphone, and they say, oh, look at my new iPhone. You seen it? I just picked it up. It's just so beautiful, right? Got the gold color. Oh my goodness, just look at it. Just really gorgeous. If you're the type of person who's like, okay, what is this bozo trying to prove? Like, I really don't care at all. If that's you, you're probably a person who prefers practicality or function over form, or how a phone works versus how a phone looks. Now, your iPhone or other flashy phones can look just as premium as you want it to be, but something it doesn't do as well, I think, as Samsung, is practicality. Take a look at this. We have a pen inserted right in the Galaxy Note 9. I could say, I got my fingers, what do I need that for? Well, it's not that you need it, it's that when you start using it, you realize it's an indispensable tool. Like, you can write phone numbers and stuff like that. 773 Chicago area code. Let's just make up a number, 1, 2, 3, 4. These things become very practical, and it's about how a phone works here a lot on Samsung. Not only that, Samsung is one of the only phones that give you truer multitasking. Every time I go back to iPhone or a Google phone or anything that's not a Samsung device, I have this feeling that I'm missing out on my multitasking. And so if you're the type of person who doesn't have many computers and you just use your phone a lot for your computing tasks, I think Samsung is one of your best options because of this alone. You can have multiple apps, you can change the DPI of the screen, giving you more space to just operate this thing like a computer. All these Samsung phones will go in landscape mode, unlike the iPhone 10 series. So definitely can be used more in a tablet fashion if you prefer function over form, or how a phone works versus how a phone looks. Practicality, you'll love Samsung. Even here on the Samsung Galaxy S10e. So very light phone. You know, Samsung has seen that a lot of phones are heavy, so they bring out these lighter Samsung S10s, and you have a compact option here that's super light in the S10e that's very practical for a lot of people. This is what I'm talking about. And that wasn't a bash on Apple products themselves for the person who's gonna get upset to thinking that we were talking smack about Apple. That was a take on a user's perspective who prefers fashion. So before your, brand identity gets triggered, that's what that was about. Now, Samsung here has been focusing on fingerprint sensor technology. However, they're kind of different depending on which phone you get. So this is why I'm saying it's a different experience. On the S10e, you use your thumb on the side to open this phone up. For the Galaxy S10 Plus, you use your fingerprint under the display. So depending on which phone you go with, everyone's gonna be different, but one thing that is not different is that they all use fingerprint sensors. So if you like fingerprint sensors, Samsung Galaxy might be for you, because pretty much all of them do feature that these days. Display is a reason why Samsung Galaxy is for you. I don't care which one you go with, down to the A series lineup, they're still putting OLED on these phones. Now, OLED is a much more saturated, contrasty, beautiful color, and Samsung's been doing this up great for years. The all-new dynamic AMOLED displays are a lot more accurate than before, but still have that Samsung touch where they're very vibrant and beautiful looking. So if you're considering a new smartphone, Galaxy is for you if you're looking for one of the best displays out there. And the reason why this is because they offer a level of brightness and vividness and just overall just punch that you just don't get on a ton of other smartphones. Even their direct competitors are usually a little bit less, they got that wow factor that just their other competitors just don't always have. Like every time you look at a Samsung screen, you're like, wow, that is a beautiful display. And the Note shows us off greatly. You can see just a beautiful media experience here watching Nick Ackerman videos. Beautiful screens. Look how vibrant those screens look on them phones. I mean, just an awesome experience watching video on the Samsung phone, or even just, using it on the home screen. You could just see the vibrant icons, things like that. So if you're looking for one of the best displays, they also give you really high resolution, most of them, and you can change the resolution. We're looking for 90 Hertz in the next panels, which I'm sure you're gonna see, but I mean, really, if you're looking for top-notch displays, Samsung Galaxy is for you. If you like paying with your smartphone, Samsung Pay is the best, I think, on the market, because not only does this phone have Samsung Pay, it's an Android phone, so you get Google Pay if it doesn't work, but it always pretty much works. It works so many places because of MST technology, which mimics a card reader. Not only that, you get cashback rewards when you use this guy here on Samsung Pay. It's a Samsung exclusive feature here, and this gives me a huge incentive to use it. I mean, getting cash back just for using my phone, I'm gonna pay for things anyway. The Samsung phone is the way to go if you're the type of person who really likes the idea of paying with your smartphone. It's really hard to beat these devices. Samsung Pay is my favorite amongst the mobile payment systems. Samsung phones are for you if you plan to do business on your phone. Specifically, I would go to the Note line for this, or maybe the S10 Plus series, because they offer large screens, Knox security, and great biometrics here with the fingerprint sensor technology that you get on these phones. They have things like the secure folder as well on this device, which is really going to give you a level of security you can't find on all other phones. You can encrypt these phones as well, but also with the S Pen, it's a great business tool if you're doing a lot of business on your smartphone. High levels of RAM, high levels of storage are really gonna please business users. So if you do a lot of business on your device, great calculators with histories and pop view for putting a calculator on the side while you're doing some financial stuff. It's just an excellent experience for business, and having Samsung Pay again plays into that as well, because you can make secure mobile payments pretty much anywhere if you lose your business credit card or something like that. It's really just a great phone for business. Now, Samsung phones are for you if you like taking photos a lot and having fun while doing so, because they have things like the super wide angle lens here that's super fun to use here. That's going to the S10 exclusively, the S10 and S10 Plus. But still, I mean, just the level of control you have in the camera app itself, it's just more fun to use than an Apple phone. I just got to be real with you. If you're into photography, you'll love it. Videography as well. You also have an Instagram mode right here that goes right to Instagram. So I'm just saying, this is just a funner camera to use. It might not take better photos without you tweaking it yourself, like getting it to your precise way of the way you want the photo. I think the iPhone Pixel do a good job of just taking a photo and kind of just nailing it every time. But if you play around with it a little bit, you'll get it exactly the way you want it. Aspect ratios are right in here. Videography is so fun on this one as well because it has the ultra steady mode. Yes, it's not the sharpest camera, but still it's super stable, like gimbal stable on here. So really, I mean, and then if you go to the front facing camera, you can back this out just a little bit to get a little more space on those selfies. I mean, they really think of a lot when they design this camera software. So I really do think if you want to have fun with your camera experience and you also want a high quality camera, Samsung is where it's at here. If you plan on vlogging with a smartphone, Galaxy is for you. It's the only phone I would pick right now for vlogging from the front. Here's why. The angle's wider than, its competitors. Also, on the front, you get 10 megapixels, which is a pretty good resolution, but you could do 4K on the front, and you can also autofocus on the front by tapping on the screen. That is amazing for video. Now, you also have super steady on the rear with this phone, which is great, but front-facing vlogging, I did a whole video on this phone and people didn't really even notice I was using a phone. They said nothing about it actually, which tells me that the quality is great. Now at the same time, they also have pretty good audio without even plugging in a microphone. It's like stereo audio, so very good audio for a phone. So for vlogging, Galaxy is definitely a phone you should strongly consider. With the micro SD card, transferring your file to your laptop, this one in a micro SD card adapter is simple as pie. So definitely, this is a great phone. All of these are pretty good for vlogging. So those are my points as to why Samsung Galaxy is for you. If you resonated strongly with these points in this video, then you should strongly consider buying a Samsung smartphone. I don't think you should buy one if you care a ton about software updates every day and all that stuff, getting, software betas and all that kind of stuff. These phones pretty much give you pretty good software, but you gotta wait a while to get updates on them. So do keep that in mind, but they're headed in the right direction. Samsung software used to be buggy, slow, and One UI has been pretty awesome so far. Yes, the icons might not be everybody's cup of tea, but at the same time, the phone itself has performed pretty well. I haven't had too many crashes or anything like that, and I think Samsung's headed in the right direction with the way the Samsung Galaxy phones are going. They're a lot faster than they used to be, and they're at a point where if you bought one, you probably wouldn't be disappointed at all using one of these devices. So that's it for me. Is the Galaxy for you though? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section of this video, and stay tuned because we're gonna do some other phone brands in a similar video like this. Thank you very much for watching. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well and peace.